everyone. Good morning. I'm Belinda Langner. I am the Director of Product Management for our Google App Campaigns, and I'm here with Katie Funk, our Global Product Solutions Lead of Gaming. And it's so exciting to be here today, and it's so great to see everyone here. I've been working on games and apps since 2014, and every year I love being up here sharing with you all some of the cool things that we've been doing and hearing from all of you about what's going on. Because of all the industries that I work with and all the different kinds of apps I work with, gaming apps and all of you all are the drivers of some of the fastest innovation and moving at different speeds and a higher sophistication level than a lot of other industries. And so we're here today to talk with you guys about some of the trends and the opportunities that we're seeing with AI and gaming and how we're thinking about continuing to improve our products and deliver these new products to help you capitalize on the future. So, you guys have heard a lot about AI already. You probably read about it a lot too every day. The last couple of months and the last year has been transformational here, certainly. And it's a transformational technology that will really positively impact many, many industries, including gaming. And Google has been uniquely positioned to really leverage AI, given our leadership in this space. Google has been a leader in artificial intelligence for over a decade. We announced 7 years ago that Google would be an AI-first company, and we've certainly been committed to that on the product side. Our Transformer research project and our field-defining paper in 2017 on Transformers has been the basis of a lot of the generative AI projects that you see today. And you can think of the Transformer as sort of the grandparent, if you will, of a lot of technologies that you see today. And that really built the foundation for a lot of the cool things that we're reading about every day in the news. In fact, a lot of times when you see a capital T in an acronym on something related to AI, it's often standing for Transformer. And so today, the scale of the largest AI computations is doubling every 6 months. And that is far outpacing Moore's Law. And so we're so proud of the contributions that we made so far and that we're going to continue to make in this space. And Google is continuing to infuse AI across the entire gaming lifecycle. From play to distribute your games, to acquiring users with app campaigns, to AdMob with monetizing your app, to YouTube for content distribution, to Firebase for development and measurement, and to Google Cloud for hosting those games. And for any of the marketers in the room, we really want to make sure that you can use Google AI as a multiplier for your marketing and really grow your games. It can help you meet customers no matter where they are, no matter what and how unpredictable those behaviors are, and how they continue to evolve. And like I mentioned, gaming is constantly changing, and so what you have to look for and how you find users has to constantly change as well. And AI can augment your creativity, your insights to create new value and greater impact. And it can really help you hit a lot more of the complex goals that you have to achieve in today's ecosystem. And before I jump into what we can do and where we're headed with AI, let's take a look at how far we've come so far. In fact, many of you recall in this room that Google App Campaigns led the way with AI in our launch. And so you have all been on this journey with us already. We've lived and breathed AI for a very, very long time. Before, when I first started in apps and in gaming, user acquisition was very, very manual. You sort of had to set up campaigns manually. You spent a lot of time doing it, and it was hours of work. And today, you simply provide us your creative assets, your business goals, and we promote your app across Google's largest properties, all from a single campaign. And this is a really great prime example of how Google AI is working as a multiplier, helping you reach and engage all the users more efficiently. And of course, like I said, the industry continues to evolve. And so user engagement and preferences have also evolved. And since we launched app campaigns. But we're continuing to evolve with you. Your feedback here has been critical. And using the power of AI technology, we continue to reach users where they are. Are you taking this or mine?
Yes, awesome. Thanks so much, Belinda. It is wonderful to be back in Istanbul. Good morning, everyone. Almost good afternoon. So now that Belinda has really set the stage in terms of where we've come from with AI, let's spend some time looking into the applications of how we can use it in action, especially as it relates to in-app advertising. So creatives, as I think most of you are well aware, one of the most important levers for performance in app campaigns. And when displaying creatives to potential new users, it's really critically important, of course, to make sure that they have a really positive and engaging experience with your game. So powered by AI, let's look at a couple of different ways that we can help you do that. So the first is flip video ads. So this is a creative innovation where we automatically reorient the video to whatever orientation the user has on their phone so that they don't have kind of a misaligned experience. They're not trying to turn their phone a million different directions. We will just go ahead and automatically do that for you to create a really positive user experience. And one thing to note is that this is especially relevant for YouTube Shorts, which we've seen phenomenal success in gaming with. It's really resonating with gaming content and users. And then secondly, if you don't have video assets on hand, we can help do some of that hard work for you. Or if you'd like to expand your creative library and make sure that you're maximizing the video assets that you do have. So we have auto-generated video ads, and we'll use several different static images and other metadata to go ahead and create that video for you. And make no mistake, you absolutely do want video in your app campaigns. We actually noticed a 16% uplift in campaigns that have a video versus those who don't. So there's a really material performance difference there, and you want to make sure that you're maximizing all of that. So taking a step back to look a little bit more broadly at the entire ecosystem, I can see a lot of you putting your phones up. We've really seen incredible AI innovation across Google, particularly within the mobile gaming advertising ecosystem. So if we look all the way back to the launch of the app stores way back in 2008 and 2012, the bidding methodologies and you know how marketers were actually look at optimizing their campaigns, was really not aligned to core KPIs. It was based off of things like CPM bidding, and it was the best that we had at the time, but there was a discrepancy between what you were bidding for and what your true business goals and KPIs were. So we've seen a clear acceleration in the sophistication of bidding mechanisms since then, which has been really exciting to see. And that really began with the advent of TCPI bidding in 2015, and then continuing with the development of target cost per action as well as target return on ad spend. So it's really exciting to see that kind of continuing innovation, and we're going to talk a little bit more about TROAS specifically in a little bit because we now have this available for all monetization types, which is really exciting. So with the advent of some of these more sophisticated bidding models, we're seeing technology and advertiser goals change. So with the ability to bid towards value, we're now able to drive installs in line with the monetization type for your game and your true business goals, as I was mentioning a little bit earlier. So this is inclusive of in-app purchases, in-app ads, as well as hybrid monetization. So talking a little bit more about lifetime value and user value. So a key piece of this is really being able to optimize for goals that matter to you, the marketer. And this is why we've continued to evolve the range of objectives that we have available in app campaigns, starting with installs and actions, and then, as I mentioned before, evolving towards ROAS. So just this year, we introduced new optimization goals. We have target ROAS for ad revenue, as well as hybrid monetization optimization, which is, I know, a little bit of a mouthful. We can also just say TROAS for hybrid. So now you can run an app campaign and using Google AI, optimize for a combination of both in-app purchases and in-app ads in a single campaign. So it's a much more streamlined experience and eliminates the need to use proxy events. So looking a little bit more holistically at our entire suite of Android TROAS bidding solutions, we offer 4 key solutions to help you drive valuable users into your game. So we have standard TROAS, the original, which hopefully many of you know and also love. This is designed to enable target ROAS bidding for games that are exclusively utilizing in-app purchases as a form of user monetization. So next we have TROAS for ad revenue, where we utilize ad revenue optimizations, which allows you to optimize to in-app ads and drive value through user interaction. And then for the best of both worlds, we have hybrid. I'll move a little bit over so you can see over here. And as I mentioned earlier, this incorporates multiple monetization strategies. So if your game is using a combination of both, we've really seen the an acceleration in the adoption of that monetization method over the past couple of years. And then finally, we have TROAS for ACE, App Campaigns for Engagement, for retargeting specifically. And so that provides retargeting capabilities for lapsed users that you want to reach again while still optimizing for a ROAS target. So as a practical example, to illustrate the success of advanced bidding methods, our friends at Voodoo, among many others, were able to see a really significant uplift as a result of utilizing TROAS for ad revenue. One other thing to note, and part of the reason why it's so important to align your bidding methodology with the type of monetization in your game, is that our models are actually trained specifically on that data. So you're absolutely going to see better performance when you make sure that you're selecting the right type. But they were able to see an increase in ROAS by 58%, which is really, really incredible to see. And now back to Belinda to talk a little bit more about privacy.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit more about privacy. As I mentioned earlier, the gaming industry has obviously evolved a lot, and privacy is another topic where I feel like we didn't talk about it as much initially, and now it's a topic in every single conversation that I have. And a lot of that is because how we measure and target ads has been going through a profound change. Consumer expectations around privacy have been changing and continue to increase, and the regulatory environment, as many of you guys know, with DMA enforcement happening, has continued to evolve. The industry is moving away from a lot of the identifiers that we're used to and more towards privacy-friendly solutions. And I know this is a significant transition, but these are the opportunities that Google AI is able to come in and help fill gaps and do a lot of the heavy lifting and create durable solutions that last. And so using Google AI, we can optimize for the goals that you have based on first-party data and privacy. Preserving signals such as scan and on iOS and Privacy Sandbox when it comes out on Android. For example, last year we introduced on-device conversion measurement for iOS campaigns using consented first-party data and specifically email and phones numbers. And advertisers who saw this actually saw a 12% median increase in the user installs on Google's owned and owned properties. And so it's really exciting to see that a lot of these technologies are starting to work, and not only are they working, they're actually providing a lot of uplift. And we're continuing to innovate in this space. I think there's so much more that we can do here, and I think we look forward to sharing more of some of the things that we're talking about and building out now.
Great. So just to bring it home with some key takeaways from what we discussed today. So as Belinda mentioned earlier in the presentation, AI really is the next big shift. I think we can keep a running tally of how many times you're going to hear AI throughout the day today. But it really does open up new opportunities for incredible creativity, incredible innovation, and there's no other industry that is better poised to capture and capitalize on this than gaming. So really, really excited to continue to see innovation there. And then Google leading the way in building AI-driven solutions that power sustainable growth for your game. So as we talked about a little bit earlier, AI is certainly the hot topic of the moment, but this is something that we've been investing in for many years at this point and will continue to, and we're really focused on AI-powered solutions that can help you drive success for your game in the long term. And then finally, I've personally been working in gaming for I think about 12 years now, and so there's no year that's the same as the other, but I think especially in the past few years we've seen really incredible changes continue. So app advertising has evolved, it's going to continue to evolve, and so aligning your acquisition strategy to your business goals has never been easier and it's never been more important. So please make sure that you're going ahead and doing that. So with that, I will go ahead and say thank you. Again, it is wonderful to be back in Istanbul. Thank you so much to Deconstructor of Fun. And of course, I will give another shout out to Simai, who's incredible for hosting this event. And please feel free to come up to us after the talk or ask any questions that you'd like. But it's lovely to be here. And thank you so much for your time.